exactly what I did.
And welcome back to the 3 Dope Dads Show. It's your boy Fred. Freedom here with my homeboy Randall.
Yo.
And my homeboy Chris.
What's up?
And often heard but never seen, my homeboy Nick is back there behind the camera.
Yeah.
And welcome back to the garage. Another chilly evening out here, man. Be glad when summer come back, man. It's cold
what's
out
my
here.
man Pastor Swanee? How you say that P word for the groundhog? Pastor Swanee Field.
He's talking
Pastor Swanee. Pasadena. I don't know. I can never say it right.
It's a very Caucasian name. I can't remember.
It is.
That's the name of the town, ain't it?
Yeah.
But remember,
I don't know. Shout out to Groundhog's Day. Shout out to Bill Murray.
They lied. Or it lied. But remember to like, comment, and subscribe. 3 Dope Dads. 3 Dope Dads over on Facebook. 3 Dope Dads on Instagram. 3_dads. It's a lot of underscores,
Struggles.
man. I'm going to try to throw it in
We
there.
have struggles over there.
Yeah, man, because I ain't using it in a while.
Shout out.
But we back now, man. We
You know what? I gotta say this too. I gotta disrupt this one more time. The argument I have most in my house right now is that Nick isn't on screen and the show is called 3 Dope Dads and it's 4 of us technically. This is the number one argument in my house. You see, we ain't got nothing to talk about.
Yeah, y'all.
I thought about this because I thought about saying 4 Dope Dads. It doesn't flow.
It don't flow as easy.
That's the only reason. Nick is here. Nick is always.
So
he missed an episode, but he's always here.
I said we should make it the most ridiculous podcast name ever.
What?
It's 3 Dope Dads and a ghost dad, but not dead. And not Bill Cosby either. It's just our homie Nick, but you can't see him. That's the whole podcast name.
Hold on, why you gotta sound like a long anime name?
That's what it
You
is.
interrupted the show for this?
Yes.
Yeah, he explained the whole name of the anime.
Carry on, man. Carry on.
That's the whole
Carry
name
on,
of the
Fredo.
podcast. You don't know how much I argue. I gotta hear this shit in my house. I see.
I see.
They having conversations about the show over there, man. Shout out. Hope you guys are having conversations too.
It's the popularity of the clips. You like watching the little clips. You're doing your thing.
Hey, the AI is doing this thing.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to AI helping us out.
Let's do a dad joke or something.
Hey, dad joke, man.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
What does a blind and gynecologist do? A blind gynecologist. What does a blind gynecologist do? You want to know?
Same thing. I think every male be doing. Or,
This is down there reading lips, man.
oh,
He reading lips.
Is that a dad joke?
that is a.
I don't think that's a dad joke.
I don't know if that's a dad joke.
I don't think that's a dad joke.
Because dad
bro.
jokes technically go to the children, don't they?
Yeah, they kind of corny. I mean,
that was a solid joke.
This is for more mature kids.
This is for adult kids. This is my.
These are the teenagers.
That's my oldest one.
Dads After Dark. What do you?
Shout out to Dads After
Well,
Dark.
I thought it was gonna be some kind of searching for cats, type of thing. Answer.
I thought it was going to be a fisherman of some sort.
Yeah. I thought it was a smell test or something. I knew it was going. I knew it was
doesn't
going
make
wild.
it any better.
Nah, man.
That doesn't make
Like
it any
as soon as you
better.
hear the word gynecologist, it's inappropriate for children.
This is a doctor we're talking about. The kids need to know about this doctor.
Yeah, I understand.
Half
but
of the
in the
population
midst
is
of
going to have
the
to go
joke,
see this doctor.
it would like with the pretense of it being a joke, and then you hear gynecologist. Oh yeah, this isn't for children.
Yeah. This isn't going to be a corny.
I have to make that distinction every week when I upload the episode. It says, "Is this made for kids or not made for kids?" I said,
not.
"This is not made for kids.
It's not made for children.
This is not Miss Rachel. She ain't got time for this tomfoolery."
I just heard of that woman recently.
Who's Miss Rachel?
She's a
She's
YouTube
like
creator.
she's like the
For children, like,
Yeah.
like
she's the face for the
1, 2, 3s.
Sesame Street woman now.
Yeah.
She's the new Miss Rogers, but
Okay.
YouTube now.
Yeah, for
It's
little
on.
kids. She made her money. I think she has an OnlyFans too.
Oh dang!
No.
Yeah, like Miss Rachel After Dark, some shit like that. She
Oh,
wilding
dang.
out.
No.
I think I done seen Miss Rachel topless. Don't
No.
Don't quote
No,
quote
bro.
me.
Are you
Don't quote.
serious?
So I can show my children Miss Rachel in the morning, and I can watch Miss Rachel on my own in the evening.
Yeah, she has her nipples pierced.
Shout out. I don't know. Okay, this is going too deep.
Yeah,
now.
I'm just letting you know. I know
too deep.
things.
This is going
I've
way
seen
too
things
deep.
across
I
my
was gonna talk
searches
about
on the
some
internet.
music I heard that she did that was before she got onto the children thing.
She's
I
the
didn't know.
children.
I didn't know about the titties. I was gonna talk about the music.
Miss Rachel is for the kids and the adults.
I'm happy my children
Shout out.
are
Yeah.
out of that age range.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Hey,
I can just keep Miss Rachel to myself.
my
Rachel
kids
helped
grew
me,
up
actually.
during Yo Gabba Gabba, so hey.
Yeah, shout out. My middle boy was Yo Gabba Gabba. I got him spread out. All right, let's move on.
I got a question for you guys. You guys saw the video Nick showed. The dude, he said, he don't want to be responsible all the time. Like being a dad, you gotta be responsible. You got choices to make. You got family over everything else, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But deep down,
subscription costs money.
Exactly.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't know.
And you don't
what to do with that information.
You don't want to pay bills. You want to pay for that OnlyFans subscription.
No, I don't. That's not. What I'm,
Hey, I would rather go to McDonald's.
If I'm being reckless with my money, trust me. I grew up with the start of the internet and it's been free. Free. And I would never, ever.
Nah, I can't see myself paying for it.
Never. Will I ever?
I have a great imagination.
Shut up.
We was risking whole computers back in the day.
They killed whole computers. Got that virus.
Come on.
And trying to watch the girls going wild with Snoop Dogg. It's a true story.
True story. They put the videos on LimeWire and it was a wrap.
It was over.
It was over.
$15 a pop.
This episode has went off the rails.
All the way.
I
It
blame
started
myself.
with the joke.
I'm saying
It started with that joke, and that just set the tone for the whole episode.
I was trying to be mature and be an adult. That's why I picked that joke.
Yeah, right. That's the likely answer. That's the likely answer right there.
But back, of course, I know you guys have all made sacrifices for your kids. We know each other. I'm not gonna say I live with you guys, but we done life together. So I know you guys have made sacrifices. One of the biggest ones I think Randall made was going to the military.
yeah, for sure.
He made that sacrifice to help to support his family, which I respect that. Nick went before he had kids. He don't count them. Nah, we thank you for your service. And shout out to Justin. I hope you're watching. But what other sacrifices do you think you guys have made throughout life? And what are some, can you give like, I did this, but I really want you to do this. Do you guys have situations like that? I can think of a couple off the top of my head.
I was about to say I don't know if there's significant things like but it's a general happenstance.
Yeah,
it just happens, man. It happens so much you can't even I definitely got some
because you don't want to dwell on it. You know what I mean? Because that'll create some sort of feeling about it. It's like there's a million things I would have rather done than spend money over here for equipment or
World domination.
And honestly, I'll be honest with you. I think most of my bigger ones is me taking away from my family actually and helping someone else.
Yeah.
I can think of it being more of we were going to go, like me and my wife were even going to go, like we canceled our vacation for our anniversary one year. We had an all-inclusive trip to Mexico planned.
Oh, yeah.
We'll do all of it paid for already. We pulled it all back, got refunds because somebody needed something and it just had to, you know what I mean? You got to make it happen. As far as my kids go, man, it's daily. You know what I mean? I think we talked about that before. I don't think I'm the greatest father figure in the sense of I ain't super rich and be able to provide them everything they want. But you know what I mean? I like the little stuff, you know what I mean? I can go grab I can go grab you little things here and there. I can make sure you got what you really, really, really want. You know what I mean? My son want to play saxophone. He got a saxophone. You know what I mean? That shit get expensive. He in band. He want to go to Disney this next year for band. It's $2,000 trip, and that's not including the band fees. You know what I mean?
That you got to pay yearly.
That's on top of for the year itself. You know what I mean? So, but he's gonna go to Disney. You know what I mean? Little stuff.
They don't realize that's also you making a sacrifice personally, because you know where to get crack from. You know where to get meth from. You know what to do with it.
No.
And you sacrifice on that.
No, we are not going back off the rails.
We jumping
back off the rails.
We jumping right to Snowball?
We are not going to discuss the
middle-aged middle age almost, at
or
least.
the desire to.
I'm saying, but that way is an easier way to provide for your family, but you know it's the wrong way.
Like, man,
what are we saying? What are we doing?
I don't know what we're doing here anymore. Listen, but I will say this: if we gonna go there, I will say that temptation has been there from where I grew up and the people I grew up around and the lifestyle. I have overcome that temptation.
That's what's up.
My whole life, repeatedly, over and over and over again. It's like when they say it's a constant battle. I'll be walking through the desert some days, looking at my wallet, like if I just made this phone call, I know it can get it popping. I can turn this desert sand from yellow to white.
All right.
So I think,
and back to yellow.
Back to where we need
back
to
to
be.
yellow after you step on it a couple times. Then they ain't gonna come knocking if you let you. Never mind. I ain't.
So I think what we're trying to get at here is we know there's easier ways to obtain financial stability.
Yes, that's all I was
whether
trying
it
to say.
be legal or illegal, that we could use to provide for our family. But everyone has tried their best and done their best to stay on the legal side and do everything by the book and to an extent follow the rules.
Yes.
I mean,
Definitely try to be responsible.
Yeah, that's all
be
it is.
responsible adults and not. I mean, granted, we all have our days. We're human beings. There's going to be a day where I'm just like, hey, I got 10% in me. Don't ask Dad for nothing because I just can't do it.
And it's the weird stuff too. Actually, if we're gonna get into it like that, it's the weird stuff that you can really do, like tax fraud and stuff like that. The easy stuff, like the blue collar crime.
How do we keep getting back to crime?
Because that's what we're talking about.
No,
he ain't talking about crime no more.
He took
Easy
it out
way.
of crime.
Easy ways to get
beautiful
money.
segue, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I thought we was getting back
See, I was trying to be the man behind the curtain.
Smooth. It was a beautiful segue, moving into better subject matter.
My bad,
and
my
he had to go back.
My bad.
Like crabs in the bucket. He wouldn't let you get out.
Just fighting that temptation.
Scamming is easy.
He don't want to see you win.
Scamming is easy and new.
Scamming is easy.
All right. Anyway, man, I feel you though. I don't think you dwell on that though as a father. Like, let's be for real. Like,
it's true.
Like, you don't dwell on, I sacrificed this, that. Like I've heard. I've heard people say stuff like that, like in old age, and I'm like, you just sound bitter. Like, that's wild.
That's why I said it's gonna come up. You're gonna have thoughts. Let's not skip over it like it doesn't happen at all. You don't dwell.
Like,
you shouldn't dwell on it. I should say.
Yeah, you have thoughts that happens, but like, it's not like I'm thinking back to a certain time where I was like, I gave this up for you know what I mean. Like, it's not like I have a certain instance in my head. Like, I could probably think of something if I really thought, but
I bet
it would be more if I gave up this thing for kids to do this, you know what I mean, for my children instead. You know what I mean? It's like I would have wanted to do this for my kids, but instead I had to do this for my kids. It's not like I wanted to go buy a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And now I couldn't because y'all little folks wanted to eat.
Oh.
I'm
It's not like that.
Oh,
I'm antagonize you. How about the thoughts of just in general, like the daily grind that you go to? Like, haven't ever hit an instance of ungratefulness where you're just bombarded by those feelings of, you little bastards, I do all this for y'all.
Oh yeah, all parents do.
I think that's what I'm more I was thinking of. That's more.
That's natural. I mean, we weren't always the most grateful kids either. You know, I expected this.
I know I was ungrateful every time I had to pause my game. Don't
What you mean?
What you mean? You gonna buy me this system and now I gotta go do something? I gotta pause my game?
Got
I
these chores.
think that's normal, but it's not like in those moments.
No big situations though like that where like you made a known sacrifice, and then like I took people to Disney before and seen them. They ain't had no good time. Like they was bored, ready to go.
Oh no.
Yeah,
like stuff like that.
but it's a bit like. Bro, like if one of my kids enjoys it, I focus on that. That's where my energy is.
Okay, I'm
gonna put my energy where the positivity is, and if you don't want to have fun, you go over there.
Yeah,
like for real. Like in my house, like there's certain things I don't tolerate crying for no reason in my house. I'm not gonna tell you not cry. Like you must feel some sort of way, and that's fine. But take that to your room.
Go over there with them shit.
You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna sit here. You're not gonna sit here and cry in front of us because it's an attention thing. You know, like if you are legitimately hurt or if your feelings have legitimately been hurt, something like that. But now you just worked up and now you want attention. And I had to realize, like, that's not how this works. That's not how the world works. And I'm programming y'all to think this is how the world works. Take your butt over there. You know what I mean? Go regulate yourself and then come back and rejoin us. You know what I mean? And I check on them. I check, but you know, like that. There's a certain thing like that. So we'll get back to it. Like I don't entertain any of that. Like I don't.
Shout out.
Like I don't. Like, my kids know. Like I'm not going to even play with you like that.
No, like don't like. So yeah, that's a good one. Don't let any of those type of thoughts bombard you heavily at any time.
No, I mean, and it happens. It's gonna happen. You just gotta. If we go somewhere and one kid is having a good time, that kid and me about to have a great time.
That's a good idea. I just
Positive
have one kid.
All of it. That's good.
Yeah, because I came here to have a good time. My kids. Y'all don't want to have a good time. That's okay. I'm not gonna try and make you have a good time. I hope you join us. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna give you every possible lane and avenue to come join us, have a good time. But if you don't and you want to stay over there and mope, that's fine. We gonna be over here chilling.
And see, the moment I think about the most is and it's not really a thing I quit or like something I spent money on I missed out on. But it's just like I gave up DJing just because of the time constraints. Like I wanted to be home more. I wanted to be with my family more. So I gave up DJing. And just for a limited amount of time. Like I do want to get back into it, just a little bit expensive.
That's what like I gave up the scooter job. We was working downtown chilling.
It was just too far away. The scooter job.
We was having a good time, man. We wasn't even doing no work.
I didn't even work at the scooter job, but I just remember being like, "Hey, yo, can I get some time?
Come on, bro, where you at? What's the code?" Hey, man, that was the sweetest gig. Like if it paid money, like to be a responsible adult, or if I didn't have to be a responsible adult at the time working there, it was perfect, man.
Yeah,
it was a smooth little job.
Smooth. You could have, like, I would have lived right downtown, like. Would have been right downtown riding scooters everywhere, just back and forth to work.
Chilling, just like homeboys.
Like, there was a couple guys that worked like that. That's it.
For real?
Yeah, they just lived right there downtown, had a little spot, and just rode scooters up back and forth to work every day, just chilling, just had money in their pocket.
It's smooth gig. It's smooth gig.
That's what's up. That's that single life.
Yeah, but I couldn't sustain children and
driving
all. I had to drive all the way downtown.
That's that single, maybe taking a few college courses, like.
He is living in Fishers with a family.
Come on, I was trying to
completely different situation.
Just chilling, riding scooters, scaring people with the hook at the 09. That was hilarious. Never mind.
But let's get back to it. Do one of you guys have a black fact for me this week? A black fact. Last week of February, last week of Black History Month.
It is. Shout out. My son's birthday coming up.
Shout out, man. Happy early birthday.
It is. Let's talk. I took my pups to his appointment this past week, and a story.
This sound like it's just gonna be a black story.
Yeah,
this ain't even a black fact. This is just the anecdote of black people for Randall that he wanted to tell y'all.
Saw these black people hanging out.
It was a story on Discovery Channel. We was chilling in the waiting room, and it covered the Harlem Hellfighters. And I've never heard of this regiment before. It's a reserve unit out of Harlem but fought in World War II for France. And I'm talking about there was a guy in
France was the first one to let them fly, wasn't it?
They wasn't even flying. These were trench fighters. I'm talking about, and they were skilled. Like, they writing home. These are war heroes, all of them. Papers is coming home talking about this group over and over again.
Oh, yeah.
There was one guy particular won the French medal, like the highest one they give.
The Medal of Honor?
Nah, it's the French boy. It's like the Coeur de Grace. I can't think of the word right now. But he won it, and they got ambushed one night, and he killed like 40, they said 25 to 40 Germans. He killed in the trenches fighting with a knife, saved his homie. You know what I mean? Like they was getting it on, and like that's what they got the name Hellfighters from the Germans.
Dang, he was John Wick for real.
Yeah,
for real.
He was like who was it? Who was the president in his book said he
Roosevelt?
was the one? Yeah, top five soldiers in the war.
That's amazing.
But the kicker was, you know what I mean? It was all black unit, a black and Puerto Rican unit.
Yeah.
America was not allowing black people to have heroes, be heroes in the war, I should say. So they started even writing to the French to try to talk about how black people were subhuman and not to treat them so well as they've been being treated.
I didn't know
they
that.
introduced, and I forgot, this unit introduced jazz to Europe. Their band, you know what I mean. So this is I mean,
so
it was
America wrote over. It was like, hold on now.
Yeah. Basically, so like,
stop insulting them Negroes so high.
Exactly, like they started talking bad about them. So when they came home, they were all nothing. You know what I mean? It's World War II, so you know what happened to black people when they came home.
Yeah,
it was that. So you
go.
From
a lot of them stayed over in Europe.
Yeah. So they went from being some of the biggest war heroes, and I mean fighting. Even towards the end with America, trying to talk bad about them and trying to keep them down, sending them into places where they shouldn't survive. You know what I mean? Trying to kill them, basically.
Dang.
Trying to set him up how David did homie when he took his woman. Bathsheba and him. Trying to get him. But they made it, man. And so it was when it was just one of those stories, and it was pretty funny seeing how uncomfortable the white people were sitting around us hearing this on television.
And where did you hear this at?
We was at the VA. We were sitting at the VA waiting. So I was acting the fool. It was great.
You was acting the fool. What were you doing?
Just sitting there making comments. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they steal a nigga when they get home, huh? It was a good time.
Just saying things to make people uncomfortable.
Hey. It was because it was only like it was early in the morning.
Who were you with?
It was with my parents. I was with my pops at his appointment.
How was your pops reaction?
He was just sitting there laughing. And so, but you know, it was so early in the morning. It would only be like one or two or three of them at a time. So it'd be like us three over there and like one white dude just sitting there. Then all of a sudden the story get uncomfortable talking about, but man, still look at that, still now today, ain't nothing changed. Like he just stood up. One guy just stood up, was waiting for his name to be called. It was great.
Stood up?
I mean, in the room empty. There's some chairs everywhere. It was great.
That's great.
Grand old time.
Just making people uncomfortable for no reason.
But it was great. But it was one thing. It was one thing I heard I did want to say.
Making them uncomfortable.
Because last week I talked about how white people help. We had the white people help last week, and I agree with that 100%. But there was one thing I heard, and I should say it like this: is even those who help white people who are cool, they don't agree with white supremacist ideology, their techniques, none of that. They might hate it, don't like it, but the end goal might still seem a little bit too right. You know what I mean? Where white people should be in charge. Like the general idea.
You think they side with that too much in the end?
And it's not really that you focus on it like it should, but it's the natural tendency for it to be normal over time. And it's and you have to go against that whole idea first. That's the tough concept.
Where are we going?
That's it. That's the end of it. That was the end of it.
It was the good black facts.
That was it. That's what it made me think of it when it put together when I saw the story of how they were heroes and everything. But at the end of the day, you can't have those black guys be at the top of the war. No, they're not they didn't save us. They didn't win this war. You know what I mean? You might not agree with you ain't gonna hang nobody, but you got to still fight against that ideology of when you want to really get to equality. And that was just that was just it. My fault. Right. I ain't want to get too serious.
Okay. All right.
It was great. It was a good time.
Shout out, man. Black Facts. They'll be back in next February. And what I forgot the conversation we was having earlier that made me want to start this episode.
We were talking about
rappers.
Yeah.
We
were talking about more whites.
Yeah.
The right rappers.
And we was talking about the cadence. Shout out to Parappa the Rapper. It was my favorite video game back then.
It was dope.
But
I never got into that one.
Really?
X.
It was like every time I didn't have a microphone. Well, you needed an accessory. You needed something else.
I don't think so.
No, it was.
It came out on PlayStation 1.
You could have just played with the controller.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. Maybe I couldn't play it. I never played it.
We was talking about the how white rappers don't have a region they sound like for the most part.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, they sound more.
West Coast rappers are West. You can understand West Coast rappers, Northeast. Dogs from New York, Philly, they got a sound.
Chicago rappers got a sound.
Detroit
Houston has a sound.
Yeah, boys from New Orleans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got that. I will say this though too. Atlanta probably has the most diverse individual sound. Like Georgia, those guys can sound a lot of different. Like Killer Mike don't sound like T.I.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't sound like Ludacris.
And you're right.
They have uniques. They have wild.
But
Atlanta,
they have that
like
general South, like
3 Stacks don't sound like Big Boy.
sound still. You know what I'm saying? Like real big production. Like it's a South production. You know it's down South. You know it's generally that Atlanta sound.
Okay, I give you that. So it's more of like the horns and whatnot.
The horns, the bass.
Okay,
you know
so it's more
That's
production out of the South. Because I'll probably give like the dirty South, like Southwest, the same thing, like out of Texas.
Nah, because Texas got their own thing.
That whole slowed down.
Like out of the chopped and screw, outside of the chopped and screw stuff, just the individual rappers. Like outside of that era, like Lil Flip and them, like Power Wall, they got the similar sound. But like Texas rappers now, they don't sound like that.
You're right, because you think about Big X, the Plug, and then you got
Mexican
Mexican
you
OT.
think
Man,
Big
they don't
X the
sound
Plug,
alike.
Big X the Plug is a throwback to Bun B.
I'll give you that.
You know what I mean? So like he sound like Bun B.
Because
the beats got the same type of ride.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And he still raps pretty slow too.
yeah, and
But Mexican OT, he can rap fast though too.
He be rolling all his letters.
Yeah, he roll everything.
He rolled not just the R's, he roll every letter.
Nigga, roll a D.
I was going outside. Ain't not one R in this sentence.
The way he say chopper, like I can't even
got
say
about
it.
3 songs before I'm done. All them unnecessary road letters.
I love it. It's smooth.
All those unnecessary road letters, man. It's like Das Effects back in the day.
It's like-
Stop making up all these words. I'm done.
It's like an audio.
Done.
What's it called when they be chopping on them soups? It's like an audio version of that. He be rotating.
Shiatsu.
There you go.
He do the
He just shiatsu the syllables.
the vibe. The shiatsu
He
vibe.
shiatsu the syllables.
But
Now I can hear him in my voice, in my head. Shiatsu the syllables. Something like that. Now I just heard it. I can't take it.
Shout out to Mexico,
but
too.
all these regions, if you have a white rapper from all these regions, they don't sound like the regions they're from. They just kind of all sound like the same cadence. I said it was an age range, and it usually is like that first album. I think Chris said it was a cadence they follow.
They have about 3 basic cadences that they follow.
And Eminem doesn't fall under this rule. He different.
He's Detroit.
Yeah.
He's just Detroit hip hop.
And
But it's
at
like
the
there's
tippity
a
top.
couple people that don't. You know, I would think about it. Like I was thinking about it. There's a couple people that don't, but for the most part, especially like your goofy,
the Lil Dicky types.
yeah. Like you Lil Dicky, you know, you probably gonna get some of that time that I don't to the V song. They don't to the sound to the D though.
It be
Something like
bopping.
that.
I
And
like
then
Lil-
you gonna be like, okay.
Lil Dicky got a bop.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he doesn't have a flow. Like
I think he
that's not
sing now though. What Lil Dicky doing nowadays? He do country music now too.
Making his TV show.
Lil Dicky, he's smart. He knew probably.
He knew it was a time limit.
Yeah, he probably knew it was a time limit. He got his loot.
So is that the case with, I guess, what I seen? Like what happened to Macklemore? He had way more music than I thought he did.
Yeah, he started going pop after that first album. He started leaning more pop.
That's the recipe.
So they start rapping.
They almost all. I mean, but that's the
Yeah.
recipe for most rappers anyway. It just takes
It takes the blacks
black
a little
rappers
longer.
2 to 3 albums.
We got a lot of street stuff we need to get off our chest
Yeah,
first.
hey, for real. Every rapper's first. I think of Young Jeezy when I say this. Jeezy's first album is his best album. Everything else after that was subpar to me. That first album, nigga put his life in that album. You can tell.
50 Cent.
Nigga hide the yams at my auntie house.
I disagree in Rick Ross' case. I think his best album was Maybach Music.
He wasn't really a gangster though.
Okay, fair enough.
In the words of 50 Cent, what rich nigga cut their own grass?
Yeah, because 50 first album, he still touring on that first album.
And that first, you felt that man's pain in that album.
I think, is it their best album
Kanye
or their most real album?
I think he created rappers going pop. I think
Because
he started like 4 different genres of
like
pop
even
and techno.
taking on Jay-Z, like Reasonable Doubt is one of my all-time favorite albums. So was Illmatic. But I don't know if that's necessarily both of their best albums.
Right, I think his best might have been Blueprint for me.
Blueprint or Black Album.
The Black Album was good too, yeah.
The Black Album was like a super grown man album.
Yes.
And I can't lie, I liked Holy Grail too. I felt it.
Okay. It was cool. I liked 444 more than Holy Grail.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of grew up. I felt that.
I do like 444, but I don't know if I liked it more than Holy Grail. I think I just liked Holy Grail. It was kind of smooth.
But I don't know.
I mean, and I'm trying to think of.
I don't wait because Illmatic was dope. Because then but I don't know because what's that last song? Supreme King 3. What's it called?
King Disease 3.
Yeah, that bad boy cold.
King Disease. All the King Disease has been cold.
I don't know. I might like that more than Illmatic.
I don't know. Jeezy has not released anything I liked after that first album, so maybe that's just me and him beefing right now.
Nah, I agree.
I've enjoyed some Jeezy albums since then.
Yeah, I've enjoyed them, but they haven't like
singles like 4-5 songs.
I put the album in. I had some of them albums back in the day, like CDs.
Yeah. That first album with Rod, like on a road trip, that first album getting played.
And I had a lot of Jeezy mixtapes too.
I did, yeah.
But see, I think
that was the mixtape days too.
Yeah, that's when you got most of the hot fire was.
Yeah,
that DJ Drama. You get that DJ Drama mixtape.
DJ Drama mixtape, and then how did we get here?
Bro, we don't know. This whole episode been on since Miss Rachel Titties. We ain't been right ever since.
Back to the joke. I blame the joke.
He ain't got her titties off his mind yet. I'm about to show him afterwards.
I don't even know what she looked like. Just cut her face out, see her so I could just see titties, and so I'm just know what those look like, and that's it. Because I couldn't point her out in the crowd. Right?
We getting popular, so I'm gonna just throw out an allegedly titties out there, just in case I ain't trying to get sued. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? What time we sitting at right now, Nick? Hold on, what?
32.
Oh,
we still got time.
You did this. I thought you did this. My bad, man.
All right, so we never did finish the conversation about white rappers.
We haven't finished one conversation.
They just, to me, they all sound the same. In that first album, after that first album, they just start going pop, and that's when I kind of fall off.
I mean, I feel like that's a lot of them do. I'm trying to think of exceptions right now other than Eminem.
Yeah, he dropped an album now. I'm gonna listen to that whole album.
Like Paul Wall didn't. Paul Wall was the same.
Yeah,
but
he's still him.
See the thing though,
he had a whole movement with him too. Like I think that's the one thing. Like Eminem had a whole movement with him.
I don't think Paul Wall ever changed.
him and TV Johnny.
I think you can still go get you a grill from Paul Wall. I think
you probably can.
Him and Johnny still down there.
Still blinging boys out. So yeah, he ain't changing.
But and maybe I don't know. Maybe they're just not authentic as I thought they were. Like to the rap, they're not as authentic to the rap game as Paul Wall is or as Eminem is.
No,
they're authentic to the rap. They're not authentic to hip hop.
They're authentic to music.
Yeah, rap is music. They're not authentic to hip hop.
Okay,
and that's okay. You know what I mean? As long as we know the difference.
Just don't use it like Miley Cyrus.
They authentic to money.
That's it.
I think everybody's authentic to money.
I do think it's crazy how so many used to be white used to be rap artists are now going country.
It's true. What they do is you gotta follow the playbook. Come out rapping, get your good cadence, get you a little uppity beat, some fast sound. Find your black man to do some nice ad libs.
But it's funny to me because there was one dude like Yellow Wolf did it a little bit back when he first came out. And everybody was like, that's weird. And I was like, that's kind of cool. You know what I mean? Like, it was his style. It was his thing. You know, so it made him different at the time. And now, like it's the thing to just go full country now. Like
maybe that's the wave though.
Like
Beyonce did it.
But
Shabuzi.
Well, I was gonna say, but maybe
Shabuzi was country.
No, I'm not saying he wink. I'm just saying, like, you got more black people popping up in country. They're like, oh, niggas over there.
maybe
It
that's
was
more-
just Darius Rucker back in the day.
Maybe that's just more
Black
region, though.
Cowboy Droid. What's his name?
You said region?
Yeah, because I mean, Yellow Wolf is from Bama,
Yeah.
so I mean,
And Bubba Sparks from country too.
yeah,
Bubba Sparks was from
Post
down
Malone.
south though. Like where's Post Malone from?
Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Or at least that's where he is now, I think.
Yeah, I don't think
I
he's from
think he's
Texas.
in Utah now. He lives in Utah. I don't know where he's
I
from.
don't know. Jelly Roll's from like Tennessee. He just looked like he's from somewhere down
Yeah.
south.
But I don't know.
His name Jelly Roll. That don't come from New York City.
But it's like, I guess it's just weird because, like, was this the plan, or did y'all have a self discovery in the middle of your rap career and be like,
That's
like,
what I
just
think
can
so.
you just imagine, like, you just wake up one
mean,
day and you like, these
bruh.
lyrics, these bars, I'm done.
Bro, how many
I'm gonna sing
friends?
country from
Give
here
me a
on out.
guitar.
Bro, how many friends have we had that grew up with us, grew up around us, doing things that we do, would talk like we do, but now, after a certain age, they was just,
Yeah.
I'm gonna button my shirt all the way up this today. One day they just tied that top button, and it was
over.
They put
It
the
was
jail
done.
I
in.
guess
They put
same
the
thing, just in the music industry.
yeah,
huh?
they put the jail when they put the
Okay.
jail. Or maybe it's got to be the hair gel. 'Cause
So-
they put it in and they all slick it the same way. You either go,
Like I said, it's an age thing. And once you get to that age,
you know what, I am white.
and let me stop playing with these niggas.
Before I get myself
Let me
killed.
go on back home.
Let me.
I got an 800 credit
home,
score. Why am I sleeping on this
Alabama.
nigga's floor?
Oh,
Nah,
and they welcome him home like the prodigal son.
Exactly. You're back.
because they so talented, man. Lil Dicky got so many bars for days. It's ridiculous how good he can rap.
Yeah.
But he ain't gonna
What?
rap no more. I just think they would be a lot of talent that be wasted, man. They can, but I guess you can't write that same sound over and over
Yeah,
again.
like,
Yeah.
like how relatable is Little Dicky really gonna
Like,
be
for
after
real.
a while?
That's what I mean. Like I guess it ain't like you just gonna sound the same eventually,
Yeah, it is
and
just
it won't
gonna be
last long in the music
Yeah.
industry.
Like for real, I think it's like that college age. That's really when
Yeah,
you go
because
from
what?
those-
Remember Asher Roth?
Exactly him. That whole I hate college thing. Yeah, I love college. Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot the song now. I wonder what he's up to.
Country
Shout out
music.
to Asher Roth.
Country music.
Probably so. I
Got
stole this CD off LimeWire back in the day.
you back.
We owe people some money.
You stole something off LimeWire. Something off LimeWire stole something from you.
You ain't
Come on,
lying,
man.
They got that whole old compact computer.
Jesse got that whole thing. I told you. Thought that girl's going wild.
Come on, they. I think boys getting what's it called when people get when these companies get hacked and everybody lose all their information. Over and remember Yahoo had the big one, Google
A
had
data
a huge,
leak?
the data leaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they still all linked from LimeWire. Everybody,
Everybody with a LimeWire password. Everybody with that same address you use on
come
LimeWire.
on, same social.
Done, son.
LimeWire Ben had our social security numbers. Ben took everything off their computer way back in '98. That first compact Presario.
All right, never mind.
Been
Move on.
I'm going to land this plane. At the end of the show, I got some advice for you guys. I heard this advice from a dude. His name is Coach Holder. You guys know him. Heard this advice posted on TikTok. It really made me think. He said, don't just, we all wake up in the morning. Well, not us. He's talking to a group of kids, his baseball team. And basically he's saying, don't just do it for you. You might not feel like doing it today. You might not feel like doing it tomorrow. You might want to quit. But keep going. And don't just keep going for you, because you showing up is helping somebody else show up, and somebody else show up is just helping the team along. And so just, even if you don't feel like it, the days you're not feeling it, I don't want to do this today, I don't want to do this. Days I don't feel like going to work, it's one of the responsibilities things as a dad. We just had to grow. Like, I don't feel like doing this shit. I wish I had some shit happen at work. I wanted to quit. I can't because I have responsibilities now. So I have to show up. But me showing up helps somebody else showing up. Me and the office lady had a conversation. It's a lot, man. So you showing up helps somebody else. It helps somebody else.
Does Freedom want to choke a bit? No.
Has Freedom choked the bitch? Yes. But yeah, that's my advice, man. Just keep showing up. And just show
Had
up.
to add some ignorance to your,
my
your
bad.
advice.
My bad. Everything is ignorant today.
Hey, that's my life, man. My life is ignorance controlled.
Controlled ignorance.
That's it. That's it. I can control the ignorance. You guys have any advice you want to send out to the people? We've been going for what now? 40 minutes?
Stay away from the ignorance.
If you can't control it, stay away from it.
Stay away from it. Run. There's no reason to try and control ignorance. Ignorance.
Well, I mean, if it's your own, yes, but
Well,
Oh yeah, this shit over here is all mine. I got this.
Yeah.
I got this. That shit out there, I ain't got none of that shit out there. Rocco
I
handle that.
will say this. Normalize telling your kids to shut up. No, seriously, as a parent who does a lot of listening, I think sometimes we want to make sure our kid feels heard. Sometimes your kid needs to shut up. Like, they're not an equal person in the house. I think that's a problem, and I think kids have forgotten that, and parents have forgotten that. Like, sometimes it's okay just being a parent saying, yeah, this is what's happening. This is not a discussion. Because I do that and I walk away.
Yeah.
And if it is not done, then there are consequences and situations.
So let me pretty this up here then, because I am in agreement with you, but I think my perspective.
Don't take it too far.
Okay.
Don't take it too far.
In other words, what you're trying to say is
Take it all the way.
silence, peasant. Is what you're trying to say.
99% of the time, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
See, you talk about relationships. One of the things my daughter and my fiance do, since my daughter was little, my fiance says, "You're my best friend. We're BFFs. You're my best friend." I said, "Nah." And Brooklyn said, "Daddy, you're my BFF." I said, "No, I'm not." I said, "I'm your daddy." I said, "You're my BFF." "Nah, I'm your daddy. Like, you and your mama play that bullshit." She 5. I said this to her. This whole conversation, I said it to her. She 5.
She 5.
Said, "You and your mama play that bullshit. I'm daddy." She said, "All right, daddy." And we gonna leave it at that. Because nowadays,
He said, fuck you too, Daddy.
You don't want to be my friend?
No, I think that's all right. But I did remind my daughter, I'm your dad first.
see, yeah, I respect that. Yeah,
I'm your
agree.
dad
I do
first.
agree.
I do have to be your friend at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we cool.
But
me and my mom cool now. Back then, my mother would look at me, "Dad, I'm not your friend, Fred. I'm your mother."
yeah, but see, I think that was our upbringing. Because
Yeah.
I got that all the time. I'm not your friend. I'm your parent.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, I feel like.
But how much then did we tell our parents? Because I didn't tell my parents.
No,
nothing. So me having that sort of that lane with my daughters has opened up communication
Oh
that
damn!
my parents
I'm
didn't
passing
get.
down generational curses. Shout out, y'all.
No.
We-
I'm
we're
not
a different breed of children in
No.
general. Like we're not the same.
we drank
as
from the
our-
water hose. Bro.
Right. But like I got all girls, so I had to change my mindset
Yeah.
as well.
You gotta be a little sensitive.
Yeah, like
Nah, man.
I want my kids to talk. Because here's the thing, like if I was gonna talk to somebody, it was gonna be my mom. It wasn't gonna be my dad.
yeah.
You know. And so vice versa, I'm thinking my girls are gonna talk because it's gonna be a whole bunch of estrogen going at each other.
Yeah.
So I try and maintain some of that just to keep those lines of communication open. But our daughters also know that dad has a look. That now it's time to shut up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like,
Shut the
like,
up.
and it's weird because I can be fun, and then I'll be like, okay,
Game over.
Yeah.
yeah, they're done. They know it's done.
King shit.
yeah, Supreme King hockey comes out.
Everybody go sleep.
Guys might want to brace yourselves. I'm happy that like nobody's gonna get that joke but us, but it's all right.
You're gonna have one random One Piece fan.
One random One Piece, yeah. But yeah, like there's a certain look. I think we all probably. I don't know. You might not have developed that look yet. You might not have had to.
Yeah, I just yell now.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, no. You got. Lexi was 9.
You got a couple years of cuteness left.
She was 9 when I finally got to the. Okay, Daddy. Bye.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, out my face.
Like that. I love you dearly, but the story you were telling me has way too many side turns and details. And okay, we don't like 15 people. Okay, cool. That's all I needed to know. That's it.
I ain't learned how to edit your story.
And I know
yet.
you emotional. I don't know where you are in your month. So you gonna get one. Who do you think you talking to?
Man.
And then things are gonna change. But you're not there yet. You're not there yet, bro.
You ain't got to the.
You got plenty of time for that.
Remember who your daddy is.
Yeah.
I'm not your friend. And then just the look of pure utter shock and awe of, you believe you can speak to me in such a manner.
Yeah, that part. Hold on, wait. Can I muster it up without being there?
that look of like,
it's more intense, but that's it on a whim.
like if it's the look of, if this was 99, I'll backhand him.
That's for the 99 and 2000.
That's great.
So yeah, that look, that's normally around like the preteen, teenage years.
Yeah, you got some time.
Yeah, she'll be 6 this year.
You still got some years of cuteness.
I hope so. She's trying to work on me.
She's still trying to look up at you and give you puppy eyes still.
Yo, she got a problem being carried upstairs. Like, she won't be carried upstairs every night, so she'll pretend that she's asleep.
Bro, hold on to it, because once it stops for good.
Yeah,
I'm trying to.
Like, as somebody who has an older daughter now, like,
it's a roller coaster. Even what they talking about with the conversation stuff, eventually you're going to get to the point to make sure you are listening enough, because like, that nigga going to be gone. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me make sure I actually know. Let me make sure I know this person that's becoming an adult and leaving my house and supposed to represent me from now on.
And make sure they know themselves. Like, I've been making my daughter do everything now. Like, I just supervise her. She was like, well, can you go talk to the shoe person for me? The other day we were in the shoe store, and I was like, nah. Why? You here?
Yeah.
You got 2 legs?
You got 2 legs, mouth?
Go talk.
I'm here. If you need me, I'll be over here. And then I went straight into the men's section.
Come on, it's a balance.
Like make sure, like, it's funny to it seems like we wanted to get out.
We wanted that independence.
It seems like interactions cause this generation a certain level of anxiety, and I need to make sure you can handle these interactions when you're not in my presence.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to be able to handle these interactions. Dad is always going to show up if you call me you in danger. But
your day-to-day
is your own.
Yeah.
Don't call me for those stupid stuff.
Don't call me because you can't make your doctor's appointment.
Train. That's what I would say. That
Cause
was my other part.
The Uber Eats driver keep on knocking on the door. I told him to leave it. It was a no contact delivery. He won't leave the porch.
That is, I might show up for that.
I'm showing up for that one. That might be a problem.
Yeah, like I want to be able to make sure you can order Chinese food the old-fashioned way. Call.
Yeah.
Call, talk to somebody.
I do. That's how I do order my Chinese food. Everything else is DoorDash or Uber Eats. I do just call my Chinese food.
I don't DoorDash or Uber Eats anything, bro. It's so expensive.
Yeah,
it is. You are 100% correct. But guess what? I'm not moving.
And my time is also expensive.
I make sure my snacks are prepared before I even get in the spot to worry about that.
I try to have a good balance
one.
I'll say we're probably about to DoorDash tonight.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, that's about to happen. One, I don't eat snacks.
I don't need snacks. I want full course meals.
5 of them.
5 of them. He got 5 DoorDash drivers out there.
It is true. He does on average order 3 meals whenever we go out to eat. It's the wildest thing I've ever seen. He will order a dish made for 2 people and then order something else on top of that. Like,
remember the last time we just got the meat at the Mexican restaurant? It was nothing but they came out with a grill with nothing but meat.
Like, bro, he ordered a Mexican restaurant. He ordered a whole oven. Like, I don't know, like, bro, it was.
The nigga was over here flipping his own meat like,
bro,
I ain't
it was
done
a dish
enough.
made for 4 people. Like, it was like 4. He ordered 4 different. He wanted every single. What's they call when they come out with the sizzle boys?
The fajitas.
He wanted every single fajita. He ordered a dish where they bring out an oven for the table can share and make your own fajitas, whatever topping you want. You can make all type of fajitas. This is just in front of him by himself.
By himself.
And I loved it.
Come on,
Fantastic.
Sensational.
almost burned me with the oven on the side. I had to move my shit.
Trying to keep yourself out the way.
I started cooking my shit on there. Nah.
Hey, I can't help it, man. I love food. What can I say?
It's great.
Shout out, man.
All
Let's
right.
go ahead and end this episode, man. How long? It's been a minute. And you guys got anything to say before we get out of here, man? Any advice? If we done with the advice, yeah, we done with
We
that.
did it.
I
right.
said my
Yeah,
advice
my
is
bad.
broken up in
I
there
ain't
somewhere
got
in that
none.
foolishness.
This has been 3 Dope Dads and Ghost Dad. The homie Nick, not Bill Cosby. I'm just playing.
Hey, shout out. Thanks for hanging out with us.
It's
Don't forget to like,
foolishness.
comment, and subscribe. It's your boy Fred Freedom, Randall,
Yeah.
Chris, and Nick, man. 3 Dope Dads out of 4. We out.
Hey.
Peace.